your job was to learn a little bit about Eric Carle or read one of his stories and answer some questions. And in the spirit of all things Eric Carle, I'm going to show you how to draw the very hungry caterpillar and some of the things that he eats. So let's get started. Alright folks, like I usually do, I drew it with pencil first just in case I made a mistake. You might want to use pencil first too. So to do your very hungry caterpillar, we're going to start with his head. So his head, the cool thing about this is Eric Carle works with cut out pieces of paper. That means his circles and his lines are not exactly straight. See how that oval is wobbly? That's what we want because it kind of looks like we cut out the paper. Now I'm going to do two big ovals for his eyes. And inside of that, I'm going to put two smaller ovals that we are going to color different colors later. I'm going to do a circle for his nose and then two antennae. So they start skinny and get a little bit bigger at the top, almost like you're drawing a baseball bat. All right, that's his head. Now we're going to move on to his body. His body, this is so easy. It's just going to be sort of oval shaped, sort of squiggly looking ovals that go as long or as short or as wiggly as you want them to be. I'll do a few and then finish up so you don't have to watch me make the whole thing. So I'm going to make an oval shape that attaches to the head. So you start at the top of one oval shape and you come down and attach it on the other side of the oval shape. And they don't have to be all the same size. They can move up a little bit, they can move down a little bit, they can come like halfway across and not even cover the whole oval. It is up to you. So I'm going to finish up my body segments, my little parts, and then I'll show you how to do the rest. The next thing I'm going to do is his feet. So you can draw as few or as many feet as you would like. I only did 6. A lot of bugs only have 6 feet. Caterpillars don't even really have feet like this, but it just adds to the cartoon, and Eric Carle did feet on his very hungry caterpillar. So it kind of just looks like a shoe or a regular foot. So you're going to come down, come over, and then come back around, and then his ankles are very skinny. Another way to do that is if you draw 2 lines going down like this, and then make the foot shape that attaches. That way you don't have to worry about drawing that whole shape. So I'll do that again. So 2 straight lines down, really skinny for his ankle, then make an oval shape around for his foot. All of the backgrounds in this book are really cool. So one part of the background that I do want to add is the sun because it kind of shows up in more than one scene. So to draw the sun, I'm going to just draw a circle. And then for the sun's rays, because Eric Carle used that collage technique of cutting out little pieces of tissue paper, it's going to be a bunch of rectangles to look like the little rectangles of paper that he cut out. I'm making these all different lengths and sizes. You can make them all the same size. You don't have to draw as many as I did either, but you're just going to go around and make a bunch of skinny rectangles for your sun. My sun is all finished, so now I'm going to draw a few of the foods that the very hungry caterpillar ate through during the story. I'm not going to draw all of them, just a few. You can look back through the book, you can do a YouTube read aloud, you can Google images of the very hungry caterpillar to get some ideas. First one I'm going to do is watermelon. So to draw a slice of watermelon, it's basically just going to be a triangle shape. And I'll come back around. And then to draw the watermelon rind, I'm going to just draw one line here. Watermelon seeds look sort of like raindrops or teardrops. And then of course I'm going to add a hole where the very hungry caterpillar ate through. To do the apple, I'm going to start here. I'm going to come around, kind of like half of a heart shape. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So kind of like a heart shape, kind of like half of an oval. Our apple just needs a stem and a circle where the little baby caterpillar ate through at the beginning of the story. I'm going to move right along to the strawberry, but please pause the video if you need to. So for the strawberry, I'm going to do, it kind of looks like half of a circle, and then over here another half, or maybe like the letter C and then a backwards letter C. And then my line's gonna get a little skinnier and a little skinnier, and then I'm going to make it round at the bottom. That might take a little practice, so if you're not using pencil, you might want to use pencil. I'm going to do a zigzag line across the top like this, a stem, and then in the story, Eric Carle has some leaves that poke out, I think, of the top of the strawberry, and if he doesn't, maybe my memory just serves me wrong. And then we'll do a circle for where he ate through, and then if you want to go in and add strawberry seeds, it's a bunch of teeny, skinny little teardroppy oval shapes to make the seeds for your strawberry. The last food that we're going to draw for him is the lollipop, because I think that one's kind of fun to draw. So we're going to start by drawing a big circle for the lollipop. And now we're going to draw a swirly shape. So I'm going to start at the top, and I'm going to make a shape that swirls around, and then it starts to get a little smaller, a little smaller, a little smaller. And I'm going to finish it up by making that circle that he chews through. And I'm not drawing right on my pencil lines. I'm going to go in with an eraser and fix that in a little bit. And then for the stick for the lollipop, it's a little rectangle on top and a long skinny rectangle on the bottom. And that's that. Next we're going to color him in. So if you want your caterpillar to match the caterpillar from the story, I'm going to start by making that outside oval around his eyes yellow. You can use whatever you have at home, if it is pencil, crayon, marker, paint, whatever you want. So the outside ovals are going to be yellow. The inside ovals for his eyes are going to be green. His nose kind of looks like a darker shade of green, so I might try to find a darker green to use in a minute. If not, that's okay. And then his antenna kind of look like a purplish color. Because Eric Carle works with painted tissue paper, his colors kind of mix together a little bit better. I don't have paint to really mix right now, but I think colored pencil or crayon or marker would look just fine. Alright, so I'm done coloring in my very hungry caterpillar. I just used a couple different green colored pencils and colored his body the different colors of green and kind of mixed some colors together, and then his face is red. The last thing you can do if you want to add some details to match like the story is Eric Carle made, it's kind of hard to see because it's dark, so I'll use different colors too, a bunch of little tiny lines, because sometimes baby caterpillars look a little bit fuzzy, so I don't know if you can even see that very well, so I'll zoom in. A bunch of little tiny lines to be like the fuzz on the caterpillar's back. So you can use green, blue, red, you can make it rainbow colored, whatever you want to do. I noticed in the story he used a lot of yellow and some green. I think I see some different colors mixed in there too, and I know it's hard for you guys to see the yellow, but you can just go in all the way down his body and throw in some different colored fuzzies for your caterpillar. Alright, the last thing to do is go in and color the rest of the foods that he eats. So for my strawberry and my apple, I did mostly red. I made my stem brown for the apple, green for the strawberry. For the watermelon, I did pink, and I colored really hard at the bottom and started to lighten up at the top. That's called shading. And then my rind of my watermelon was green. My lollipop, that little swirly line we made at the beginning, I just colored a really skinny blue line next to it to give the stripe effect. And then for my sunshine, I mixed some yellow and orange together. I colored with yellow first, and then I colored really lightly with orange on top of it, and then I colored really hard. I pressed down hard with the orange to make a little smiley face for the sun like in the story. So that is everything for your very hungry caterpillar artwork. If you'd like, you can add grass, you can add sky, you can add a background for him, you could draw a leaf for him to be sitting on. It's up to you. I hope you enjoyed drawing the very hungry caterpillar with me, and I hope you will take some time to check out some more Eric Carle stories. He really has a ton of books out, and they are really great fun to read. I hope to see you next time.